Nkalakatha, The Life of Mandoza, is a reminiscent biopic series of the Kwaito legend Mduduzi Tshabalala, who was for decades known as Mandoza, Itsotsi yaseZola. The series chronicles Mandoza's rise to fame and stardom, from being just a young boy from humble beginnings with big dreams, and how he makes it to stardom. That's in regard to all the challenges that he encountered in his parts. Now, the 6-part biopic will give viewers a front seat to the human and emotional side of the star. The story stars Wiseman Mncube as Mandoza, Lorraine Morupa as his love interest, and his wife Mpho Tshabalala, with supporting features from Lillian Dube, Tandega Dawn King, to name a few. Tell us more about this project is Mpho Tshabalala, the wife of Mduduzi, who also sits as the series director, as well as Phenius Bullets, who plays the character of Fana, a member of Chiskop group, which Mandoza was initially part of. But they join me here in studio. Very good morning to you both. Thank you so much. Welcome to Newzroom Afrika.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Let me start off with you, Mpho. Of course, it had to be Nkalakatha. As the song starts, even in 2023, the song just gets everyone dancing. It has a bit of nostalgia, as you remember so much about a fantastic man, a star that really made his mark.
Yeah, Nkalakatha. In our household, we appreciate Nkalakatha, but we are tired of Nkalakatha.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it's the same age as my son, Tokolo, in fact, in Nkalakatha. So,
which is how old?
23 also.
Wow.
He's also 23. So we couldn't have chosen another title. When you say Nkalakatha, you know immediately it's Mandoza.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And Nkalakatha, how does that resonate with you?
I wouldn't say I know how it resonates with me, but I'd say Nkalakatha, it's a top dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, umuntu owaziwayo, umuntu osimagangena abasabele. So yeah.
And that's important. Being a top dog, a dramatization of Mandoza's life, his humble beginnings, his rise to stardom, and of course, you know, the days leading up to his untimely passing. Let's talk about the series. What it took. You played director. I mean, you've got the hat to show it. How was it? What was the experience? I mean, it must have been an emotional roller coaster.
So I was one of the executive producers, not the director.
Okay.
It did take a lot of emotions from me, because now I'm seeing my life being out there, and I had to find out other things I didn't know. But I'm a type of a person that when I want things done, I pack emotions. I try and pack emotions and push whatever needs to be done, because we also had limited time to shoot and everything. But not only that, I managed to pull through because of the new family I have, the new Chiskop guys, Lillian Dube, Dawn, Mpho, Lorraine, Mpho Lorraine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you say you had to also uncover things you didn't know. Like, are you talking about just the life between the pair of you, or just learning skills?
The life between us.
Yeah. What stood out for you?
The things they did as guys. Yeah. So I didn't want to all of a sudden decide to show Mandoza as a priest.
Yeah.
He lived his life, you know, the way he wanted to. So I said, let's also have the guys say, what did they get up to when I was screaming and shouting, when are you coming back home? Where are you? So I wanted to know what they got up to. So we're also showing bits and pieces of that.
And what did you get up to? She was screaming and shouting, asking where you are, what time coming home.
Yeah, we were naughty boys. We were naughty. We were naughty. But one thing I know for sure, Wuti, we were striving for success. We also wanted to get out of Kasi the only way Amagents know how. You know, we went partying, drinking, clubs at night, women. But yeah, at the end of the day, our goal was the same, is to get out of ICAS.
As you were part of this, I mean, what did it mean to you emotionally, and how much did it take of you to be part of this? I mean, you were friends.
It took a lot, man. Finding out a lot of things from their side, how the journey started, how it ended, how betrayal started, and stuff like that. But one thing I know for sure about Chiskop, they never gave up on each other. You know, yeah.
And that was essentially the groundwork, the foundation of Mandoza's stardom. How significant is Chiskop within this biopic in telling the story of Mandoza?
So in Chiskop, we've lost 3 of them. There's only one left, which is General. And General is my rock. I cry to him. It's like we've got each other, because he's left the other 3 have left him, so he's got no one. I'm also like without them. I've always been with these guys from the 90s. So I made sure that, you know what, General is part of this production. He was the language advisor, because he knew the more street thing than I did. You know, he was there with him on the streets most of the time. They've been friends since from donkey days when they started, you know, out a pace, doing Tamla and all of that.
So obviously music genres have shifted. Amapiano's at the forefront, and there's always the debate about Kwaito. Where does Kwaito stay, fit in, and is it still relevant? How much do you think, in terms of this series, the voice perhaps of Kwaito will be reignited, whether or not it's dead or not? There's a debate that doesn't really stop. It has no proper official answer.
Yeah, people are going to be revived, man, because Kwaito will never die. Because in hence now Amapiano and Oranje, they are taken from Kwaito music, some of the Kwaito songs and stuff like that. So Kwaito will always remain Kwaito.
And the lessons, what do you think are some of the really important lessons with these series as we go back and revisit the life of Mandoza?
I think you learn a lot from this series, especially this biopic. It teaches you a lot about friends, which is sometimes never say a friend has your back, because everybody has his own purpose in whatever that you do. So that's what I think Mandoza was. You know, Mandoza had his friends, Mara at the end, he had his own vision. So it can teach you a lot about when to trust your friends, how to trust your friends, you know. So, yeah.
Mpho, you've continued that vision. I mean, he speaks about Mandoza's vision. You really have taken on the role. In fact, as you were grieving and trying to get through the shock, you took on the role of saying that you will ensure that his legacy lives on. And this project, I would imagine, has done a lot in terms of that commitment that you made.
Yes. First of all, he passed on the 18th of September, being my birthday. So in my grieving moments, while I was trying to understand that we never spoke of death, I thought you were going to heal, and we still had so much ahead of us. But in my understanding, I think he said yes to the Lord, knowing that Mpho will continue. So I had to do this, not for me, but for him and his fans. You know, there's still music, unreleased music that we're going to release. So this is just the start of the continuation of the legacy. We've also got the Mandoza Foundation doing things out there for the community, because Mduduzi was a giver. Mduduzi was a lover. That's what they'll see in this biopic, because we're telling a story of, I call it a 3-in-1. There's Utemkosi, there's Mduduzi, there's Mandoza. At times, that's what he will say, baby, I see him, Mandoza. And I'm like, please, really? So people are going to learn so much with the continuation of their legacy, and to say, with a young upcoming artist, it's not just entertainment. It's for you to learn, you know, through his mistakes that he did. Don't go there, don't touch it, you know. I know someone will say, "I bamba nje kancane," and that bamba kancane, it's the end of things. So don't even try, don't even touch it. It's also how I, you know, interact with my kids. Sometimes I don't even know how to, you know, punish them. I just play their father's songs and say, Hloniphi life.
Hloniphi life, yeah. It's exactly what I was thinking of. I mean, I listened to it a few weeks ago. It's still the message is so clear. It just humbles you and gives you a fuller picture of gratitude, the importance of gratitude. Let me thank you both so much. Thanks for coming in studio and talking to us about this very exciting project. That was the wife of the late Kwaito star Mandoza, that's Mpho Tshabalala, as well as actor Phenius Bullets speaking to us there, talking to us about what to look forward to